one of the things I was doing was providing an opportunity for teachers, elementary school teachers, middle school teachers, to read the great books, to read these great books in hopes that reading these books at the feet of some great teachers would then give them an opportunity to teach these books to their students. It occurred to me in the middle of this to ask people whose books I had read, people on the left and the right and the middle, and no political test here at all. Smart and established people, mainly authors. What are the books you've read that mattered the most to you? And specific question, what 10 books should every high school student have some familiarity with by the time that student leaves high school? Well, I got a very interesting list. I mean, I had suggestions from all over the map, but the most interesting thing about the list was the degree of agreement, the degree of consensus. There was agreement and consensus about 10 books, and the most agreement was about 3 or 4 or 5 books. When you looked and counted all the votes from left, right, center, non-aligned, everybody, certain books popped out. They're the books that form the core of this intellectual adventure that we're going to engage in together. The Bible, the taproot. You may love it, you may not. You may regard it as the revealed Word of God, or you may not. But you better know what's in there. Because if you don't know what's in there, you will not have any idea what people are talking about for half of the conversations that take place in Western civilization. You just better have an appreciation of that. It also has continuing relevance. Yes, people believe it, they take it literally, but it also continues to teach, even to those who do not take it literally, stories about human morality and frailty and goodness and evil, virtue and vice, as Bloom and Jaffa would say. Let me fast forward to 1998. I go to Capitol Hill with my friend Jack Kemp, and I go and see my friend Joe Lieberman, senator from Connecticut. We're in the middle of the Clinton crisis. I, by the way, have been a Democrat for years. At that point, I had changed the Republican Party. We go and see Joe Lieberman. I said to Mr. Lieberman, I said, Senator Lieberman, you've got to talk to Bill Clinton. He's got to spare the country the ordeal of impeachment. He's got to step down. I was not speaking in a partisan way. I was speaking as a citizen. I had just come from speaking to a group of conservatives, big conservative meeting, in which I said, do not take pleasure in the ordeal in which President Clinton finds himself. This is not good for the country. It's not good for America. He may be your political enemy, but he is our president. And our country groans and bends under the weight of this problem. Those of you who've read ahead in the course will know that's a bad misstatement of a line from Macbeth, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. I said, you, Senator Lieberman, must go. You must tell the president what he has to do. Senator Lieberman said, I don't think it will do any good. I said, that doesn't relieve you, I think, sir, with all due respect, of your responsibility. I said, Senator Lieberman, I didn't even know I was going to say this. I wasn't planning to say it. I said, Senator Lieberman, this is David, and you are Nathan. And you, as the prophet Nathan, as the wise man, must go to David and say, you are the man, you have got to do the right thing. Biblical reference. I said, Nathan's obligation to tell David the truth is not a function of whether his advice will be taken. His obligation is his obligation. Well, Joe Lieberman, who wouldn't need this part of the course, very well versed in the Bible that he is, said, I understand the point. There was a way in which the point was made, at least from my perspective, by telling that story, or not even telling it, just invoking it, just reminding, making an allusion to it, that no other reference could have had. It's a source, these books, these ideas, these readings are sources of wisdom, of guidance, of inspiration, of counsel. They also, if you take them seriously, I urge you to, and I will do my best to see that you take them seriously, they can change your life. They literally can change your life by having you think things you have not thought before and to cause a reevaluation of your thinking, of your ideas of right and wrong, virtue and vice, good and evil, a good society, a bad society, that maybe have not occurred to you.